Good afternoon, fellow UAMs and Ironmen. This is going to be a new series. I'm going to do weekly updates when polls are coming out, when updates come out, and I'm going to put a spin on it so that because I'm a UIM account, I may have some insight for how it pertains to the UIM game mode. So this week's update was September 23rd. And we got some stuff from poll 72. First up, we have the hallowed Sepulchre. So the hallowed Sepulchre changes that were voted on in poll 72 are here. To begin, they've added a new item to the hallowed Sepulchre store, the hallowed sack. This is good because, well, here's the thing. I did some calculations and I'm not sure it's any better than how it was before because they removed one of the loot rolls from the grand coffin to one of the other coffins in the 5th floor. And if you're going for experience like I haven't done the Sepulchre yet, but originally the grand coffin had 2 rolls and then the roll which was a tertiary roll for the Ring of Endurance. The Ring of Endurance pretty much has no effect for Ironmen or UIMs or even hardcore Ironmen because if you get more than one, then it's basically pointless. You either put it in your bank or you drop trade it to one of your other accounts, so it has no use. The ring itself is kind of a niche item. You could potentially use it if you're doing 1.5 tick teaks. I like to call them 3 tick double log teaks because it's not 1.5 tick. I want to make that very clear, but it could have a use there because you do end up drinking stamina doses and the ring would actually help you there because it will double the amount of time per stamina dose and half the amount, I think. So it's pretty good there. It also gives you a bunch more room to work with when you're getting the logs in case if you mess up. So back to this though, when you get the 2 rolls from the Sepulchre, the grand coffin, it comes out to, let me just look. So they've already updated it on the wiki, but before it was basically a 2 out of 10 chance that you would get each one of these items. They have changed it to 1 out of 10. So I'm not 100% sure if this 37.9 thousand experience reflects the new rate. I'm pretty sure it does, but you can pretty much negate that each hallowed coffin or the grand coffin is worth 360k because you're not, like I said, you're not getting this ring and you're not able to sell it as an Ironman account. So I did the calculations and basically very rough calculations, you'll get around 15,000 law runes, 15,000 blood runes, 15,000 soul runes, and then the Sandfear serums, I don't know if there's a use. Let me know in the comments if there's a use for those to keep. The Ranar seeds are pretty good. You'll get around 112 of them if you're doing it. So my calculations are based off of my current agility experience, which is 4.7 mil, going all the way to 13 mil. So it's going to be a little skewed, but this is the average of 740 runs. So if you do 740 runs, you can do the math yourself to see how much it is per. Actually, you know what? It's around 16,000 per. So if you look for the alchables, it's around 16,000 GP, including the coins that you get, because you get the coins, that's 1 out of 10. You get the runite bolts, which are alchables, that's 1 out of 10. You get the runite plate, and then you get the runite 2 hand or sword. So that's 4 out of 10 times you're going to get something that's either alchable or just straight up cash, and then the rest of them, you know, you'll get them on average. So it's around 16,000. So this number here, the reason why I want to make a video like this is because I haven't seen a video explaining, you know, how much this is for Ironman or Ultimate Ironman. You know, they talk about the ring. They're like, okay, it's, you know, 2.8 million an hour or 3.5 million an hour, but it really isn't for an Ultimate Ironman or an Ironman. So it's around 16,000 GP per chest, and if you do 740 chests, for me personally, that's how many I would do. Actually, it's a little bit lower because I can't get to the tier 92 part yet. But for all intents and purposes, for 99 agility, I will make around 11.8 mil, somewhere around there in cash from all of the alchables and the coin drops, I'll get 112 Ranar seeds. I'll get 300 monkfish. I'm not sure how many sandfused serum, probably around 100 as well. And then potentially 2.5 rings of endurance. So if you get 3 of them, you can drop 2 of them over to another account and keep 1 if you want to use that. But then they added something else. They added this sack, which can be purchased from the store for 100 hallowed marks, and you get 8 to 10 hallowed marks every grand coffin. This is from 30 sacks that someone got, so you're looking at a good bit of alchables. You do get adamant stuff, and you get the monk's robe, which is kind of unfortunate, but this is from 30 loot. This guy got 79 sacks open, but this one is also alchables, but he ended up getting like 4,000 souls, 3,000 bloods, and that sort of stuff. So there's not as many alchables there, so even though it's worth 7.6 mil, I'm gonna say it's worth 5 mil worth of alchables and that sort of stuff, and then you do get some runes. So what does that equate to? So from from 4.7 mil to 99, you'll get around 16 to 17 mil in alchables and around 18,000 bloods, souls, laws, and that sort of thing. And you'll also pretty much get the same amount of Ranars. So it's pretty good. But yeah, so that's the first 2 parts of the update. Today, it went down. Okay, so that's pretty much it. They reduced the Dark Acorn price to 3,000 hallowed marks. It was 5,000 when it came out. So anybody who has already purchased it will get refunded the 2,000 hallowed marks. And then finally, the last thing I want to talk about is the farming guild mini kind of quality of life thing. So you're now able to trade in extra spirit tree seeds, seedlings, watered seedlings, and saplings, all of the spirit tree tier at the farming guild for a tier 5 seed pack. So it's going to be awesome anytime you get a spirit tree seed. If you don't use them, and I don't recommend that you use them, if you already have them all planted, just hand that in. It's basically like getting 2 tier 5 seed packs. So that's a really nice quality of life update. So I think that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know if, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you like this kind of video. And yeah, we'll see you guys on Friday.